F1 is directed by Joseph Kosinski and written by Aaron Kruger, two of the essential teammates behind Top Gun Maverick, and it stars Brad Pitt. And it's about a Formula One driver who comes out of retirement to mentor and team up with a younger driver. With the cast and crew behind this movie, it was bound to be at least pretty good, but I was very, very excited to see it because I saw Top Gun Maverick in theaters 6 times. It broke my record. I love that movie. It was such a fun time. It's everything a dad could ever want. It's just a great movie all around. And Kosinski is back with F1, another very dad-pleasing movie. But honestly, I feel like that's a thing people just say now, that like it's a dad movie or whatever. My mom would love this movie. In fact, I will probably take her to see it. My wife would too. It's going to please everybody. It's extremely fun and immensely fast-paced at 2 hours and 35 minutes, and those 2 hours and 35 minutes blow by. This is a very, very quick movie, and that's because the racing scenes are exceptional. The character work is very good. If you've seen inspirational sports movies before, you'll probably have an idea of where certain things are going, but it doesn't mean that those beats aren't hit with perfection and done so incredibly well, to the point where even though I had an idea of where generally things were going to go, there was always fun to be had in experiencing those beats. And I can say that now, having finished the movie, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't absolutely riveted for basically the entire runtime. I was so into everything that was going on between these characters. Brad Pitt is obviously so very likable and great in this role, but Damson Idris is a major standout as that younger driver that he is competing with, even though they're on the same team, which is one of my favorite parts of the film, is the idea that these two people who are on the same side can't get along, even sometimes to the detriment of their own team. The best thing about F1 for me is that I go into this movie knowing very little, if basically nothing, about Formula One racing. And it does the same thing that a lot of other sports films do, where you have the announcer doing voiceover throughout the movie, and you can kind of get an idea of what things are happening, rules and regulations and things along those lines. But there are some tricks of the trade that Pitt's character does in the film, and I would have no idea these things exist if not for the masterful way they make this digestible for an everyday audience member. Kosinski applies a similar technique that he did in Top Gun Maverick to the race cars in this film. There's a lot of mounted cameras. It's the same DP, Claudio Miranda, again, amazing. Mounted cameras are all over these vehicles, and you're getting all different types of really great stationary angles, and sometimes a panning angle that they admittedly use maybe a little bit too much. But it really is the relationship between these characters on this team that makes the movie so enjoyable beyond the excellent racing scenes. Javier Bardem has a past with Brad Pitt's character, and Bardem, as the owner of this team, is in constant threat of losing his position because they're so low. They're literally the lowest of the low in all of F1. And so the film always keeps a really high sense of stakes. And Kerry Condon is also really fantastic in the movie and has just as much at stake as well. One of the things I loved about the way the story was told is that you imagine that Brad Pitt's character coming in as the older racer, people are doubting him, that he's going to show them all that he's been right all along, but he messes up a lot. He crashes a lot, and they lose a lot. And I think that's one of the things about the movie that took me off guard, because you really do feel like you are on the bottom of the barrel with this team. And it's going to take them a long time to climb up. And watching their ascension throughout the course of the movie is absolutely enthralling. I'll go to the theater for any movie. You guys know that. I'll see animation, international films, American films, low budget, high budget, micro budget. It doesn't matter. It's always going to be better for me on the big screen. But movies like F1 are really truly why I go to the movies. This is just everything you want to see. Every frame is filled with massive amounts of people and crowds and action. It's a big film made for the big screen, so definitely don't miss this one. It is an absolute blast. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Look forward to more videos very soon. If you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.